Carson Hocevar just said the quiet part out loud, and the whole garage heard it. The young driver of the number 77 looked at the sport that pays him and said NASCAR is sick. His words, "We're on the ventilator and asleep at the wheel of what the real problems are." That is a bold thing to say. Most drivers keep their mouths shut. They smile. They stay safe. Hocevar does not. And this week, he gave people two big reasons to talk about him. One was a post that called out NASCAR itself. The other was a fight on the track that everybody saw. Let's start with the post. On a Tuesday afternoon, Hocevar sat down and watched an old race. It was the 2000 race at Talladega. That race is famous. It was Dale Earnhardt's last career win. Hocevar watched it, and something hit him hard. He saw how good the old race looked. The cars, the sound, the way it was shown on TV. So he went on Facebook and let it all out. It's insane we as a sport produce the product we give to fans and wonder why fans have lost interest. This race is beautiful. The sights, the sounds, the cars, the production, the commentators. It's clear as day why the sport is where it's at and not where it once was. His point was simple. The old race was more fun to watch. He said the entertainment value back then was miles ahead of today's racing. He did not soften it. He did not walk on eggshells. And here is the part fans really need to hear. Hocevar, who is 23 years old, thinks the sport talks over people's heads. Regular fans do not want a science class. They do not care about aero. They do not care about engine packages and downforce. They just want a good show. They just want to be visually entertained and feel like they're not wasting their time watching something that's not prestigious. He went further. He said years ago, you could see the broadcast get better every single year. People tried hard. They wanted to give fans the best show they could. Now, he said, it is nothing but cutting stuff to improve the bottom line. Then the sport turns around and wonders why people stop tuning in. There's nothing new. Eventually, they've seen it all, or it's a shell of what it once was, and there's no point of tuning in. Now, some people took that the wrong way. They thought Hocevar was trashing the sport that made him, so he cleared it up fast. He went on X and made one thing clear. He loves NASCAR. He said the passion and the criticism should not get mixed up. When he points out a problem, it is because he cares, not because he hates it. I love NASCAR. Never get that lost in translation of passion and criticism of itself. My number one complaint is having to convince people that it's better in person to make someone become a fan because it's that big of a difference. I am so over saying that line. That is his real gripe. A NASCAR race is amazing in person. The speed, the noise, the size of it all. But you almost have to be there to fall in love with it. And he is tired of telling people that over and over. And this is not just talk. Hocevar is trying to fix it himself. He is doing the work to pull new eyes toward the sport. He went to the Met Gala in New York City. He went to the Time 100 Sports Gala. He posed for photos with NBA star LeBron James and with Prince Harry. He is taking NASCAR into rooms it does not normally reach. And on the track, he is backing it up too. With 4 races left in the regular season, Hocevar sits 5th in the points. So this is not a guy hiding at the back and complaining. He is right up front. But here is the thing about Hocevar. The same week he called out the sport, he also became the sport's biggest story for a very different reason. It happened at the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. Hocevar made an early green flag pit stop. That stop sent him a lap down. Bad luck. He got stuck behind the race leader, Heim, who blocked him hard on much older tires. Hocevar tried and tried to get his lap back. Heim shut the door every time. Then, when Heim finally headed to pit road, Hocevar drove up beside him, and on lap 91, side by side at nearly 180 miles per hour, Hocevar flipped him off. NASCAR's cameras caught the whole thing. It became the biggest talking point of the day. And there is a twist. Heim went on to win. It was his second Cup win of the year. Even bigger, Heim is only a part-time driver. He made history that day. He became the first driver to win more than once in his first 15 Cup starts since A.J. Foyt did it in 1965. Meanwhile, Hocevar finished 9th. Heim did not let it slide. After the race, he fired right back. I handed him a big fat lick after that. Then he added a line that really stung. "You guys sure love to talk about a guy who finished ninth." Hocevar heard it, and he answered with pure sarcasm. "I'm just a fan. Wanted to wave at him. He's number one. He won." But then he got honest. He admitted the truth about these two. It's fun, even if we don't like each other, but we race really hard, and his stuff's super fast. Obviously, the car he's in, he does a really, really good job." He explained why they clash so much. Both of them are great at reading the air on the track, so they end up in each other's way a lot. "We're both good at manipulating air, so a lot of times we're just pissing each other off." And he made a wish out loud that told you exactly how good he thinks Heim is. "I wish they were still holding him out and running him part-time because that's eventually a car I'll have to race." Then Denny Hamlin jumped in. And this matters because Hamlin co-owns the team that fields Heim's number 67 car. He went on his podcast and did not hold back. "I think he's playing chess, not checkers. I think he does dumb shit just to get people to talk about him when he finishes in ninth place." Then Hamlin made it personal about the gesture. And he was just waving to his daddy on the way by. And on the whole rivalry, Hamlin gave a short answer that said it all. He owns him. Next subject. For the record, Hamlin was not just talking from the couch. He drove that race too and finished fifth after losing ground on a late restart. But maybe the loudest warning came from someone with nothing to gain. Former driver Jamie McMurray filled in for Dale Jr. on the Dale Jr. download this week. He put himself in the shoes of the other drivers on the track, and he sees payback coming for Hocevar. My take on Carson is that I'm putting myself in the position of the other 30 guys that he's racing against every week, and I can't help but think, just put the shovel down, stop fueling the fire. You can make one guy mad, like if you want to make Corey Heim mad, that's fine. But you can't make everyone mad. His point was smart. When the playoffs get tight, drivers do small favors for guys they like. A break here, a little room there. If Hocevar makes everyone mad, nobody will cut him a break when he needs one the most. McMurray even said that being a good guy helps a lot in these moments. The only question is whether Hocevar wants to be that guy. So does Hocevar care? Not really. He thinks the fights are good for racing, and Hocevar just leaned into it. That's what drives the sport, passion and clashing. It's good. But he also said it was not a threat. I don't want to get in car wars, but I love racing really hard. And for anyone who thinks it is all an act, he shut that down too. Everything about me is real. I'm not trying to play a part, try to fit a role, or trying to pretend to be anybody. This is the kind of rivalry the sport has missed for a generation. Real anger, real words. Two young stars who cannot stand losing to each other. Fans have wanted this. Not fake drama, not forced storylines, just two drivers who mean it.